Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 18100 PWNB. This is a painted white door sweep, door bottom door sweep. This is the 18100, and the 18100 means it means what it's made of. It means its dimensional properties. The 18100, the 100 is easy to remember because that means the bristle is 1 inch in length. The overall is going to be 1 7/8. A little bit shy on that, as you can see, but basically 1 7/8. And is going to be a bit on the long side of their bristle. They do have the 18041, which is a much shorter bristle, more common, the shorter bristles. But however, there can certainly be applications where you're going to want a longer bristle, and that's where I think you might be encountering an excessive undercut. That would be number one. Something greater than 3/4 inch typical undercuts. If you get something into the 1 inch range, you're certainly going to need a longer bristle, and maybe longer than the 18100. Or a very pitted surface. You might have a scenario where you have a typical undercut on a door, but because of the decades of use on the stone sill, the sill is literally dipped or pitted, cracked, things of that nature. And a bristle weather strip like this will allow you to be able to kind of tolerate the heavy compression on the outside, but then allow the bristle in the middle of the sweep to fill that area. Now, one thing that's really interesting about bristle is it's known to be incredibly effective at keeping out insects. And in fact, inspectors and restaurant people like the bristle because the inspectors are looking for daylight. The logic, if daylight can get through, so can little critters. And bristle is known to be very effective at keeping them out. They don't like to land on it and touch it. I can demonstrate why I think it's valuable as well. If my fingers were to represent an irregular floor surface, you can see how the bristle contours itself incredibly well to the irregular floor surface. And of course my fingers are exaggeratingly large in terms of what you may encounter, but you get the point of how effective that is. Okay, low compression. Now when you have a PW painted white, you're going to get an NB, pardon me, when you have a PW aluminum with the NB, you'll get a white bristle. If you're dealing with, and this is available in different colors, of course, your mill aluminum A, you'll get a gray bristle, or your C, your clear anodized, you'd get a gray bristle. But your gold, your G, your D for dark bronze, your BDG, your bright dip gold, and maybe even your SN for satin nickel, that's all going to have a black bristle. Now the bottom line is you can tailor the color of the bristle. Pemko really doesn't care which one they slip into the holder, but you do need to specify if it's outside of the norm or the standard or the color of the holder. Okay, so you're going to use this in areas where white is the color of the day, maybe a little greater undercut than standard, or where you have a surface that bristle would be very effective at helping tamp down the intrusion. This is listed in the site in lots of different lengths, everything from 2 foot to 8 foot lengths, and you can have any length you want. And indeed, if you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material out at, and we'll be happy to provide it that way. The purpose or the reasoning is that we'll not only cut the holder and the steel retainer, and that's steel, so don't throw that on your 7 1/4 80-tooth chop saw and start cutting. You're going to tug that out and cut it by hand like they did with end cutters. You are probably going to want to crimp the end of your aluminum down so that you can't slide it out. You don't want it to creep because it will a little bit. But they'll locate the slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge and then the proper center to center as well. And speaking of the slotted hole, screws are included in a painted white head. So that everything matches. Could be a residential application where you're seeing all white. I don't really see commercial applications that feature all white bristle and holders. A very loud airplane going overhead. It is part of the family of bristle material that is available from Pemko. There's a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet nothing really new there to see. There is a link, however, to the manufacturer's page where you will be able to pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Pemko 18100 in a PW, NB, painted white bristle style door sweep, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.